Listen carefully. Most people are born and they die without ever touching their real power. They live in small houses, work small jobs, dream small dreams, because society told them this is all you can have. But no, not you. You were not born to be average. You were not born to fit in. You were not born to bow. You were born to conquer. You were born to dominate. You were born to live a life so powerful that when people hear your name, they whisper, that man changed everything. Let's be real. You're going to fall. You're going to lose. You're going to fail. There will be nights when you cry so hard you can't even breathe. There will be mornings when your body screams, stay in bed. Your friends will doubt you. Your family may laugh at you. The world will try to crush you. But let me ask you this. If you give up when it hurts, then what was the point of starting? There was once a young man, no money, no support, no hope. Every day he walked past a luxury car showroom, he'd press his hand against the glass and whisper, one day, I'll sit in that seat. People laughed at him. They said, stop dreaming. That life isn't for you. But instead of quitting, he worked, he studied, he sacrificed. Years later, the same man parked outside the same showroom, not to look inside, but to buy the whole building. Close your eyes, imagine this. You wake up, not to an alarm, but to sunlight pouring into your glass-walled penthouse. Your sheets, Egyptian silk. Your view, the entire city at your feet. You walk outside. A row of supercars waits for you. Lamborghini, Ferrari, Rolls-Royce, Bugatti, your driver asks, which one today, sir? And you smile because you no longer dream of freedom. You live freedom. At the airport, your private jet waits. Golden interiors, diamond lighting, champagne ready. And as the jet takes off, you whisper, I made it because I refused to quit. Don't get it twisted. This life is not free. It costs everything. It costs your comfort. It costs your weekends. It costs your sleep. It costs your excuses. Sacrifice is the currency of greatness. Most people will never pay the price. That's why most people never sit in the throne, but those who do, those who give their sweat, their blood, their tears, they earn something greater than money. They earn power. They earn respect. They earn freedom. A man once worked 20 hours a day. His friends partied. He stayed home. They laughed at him. They said, you're missing life. He answered, no. I'm building a life you can't even imagine. 10 years later, the same people stood outside his mansion gates wishing they had done the same. And he told them, sacrifice is temporary, but freedom is forever. Money doesn't make the man makes the money. A billionaire isn't just someone who owns cars and jets. A billionaire is someone who refuses to quit, someone who keeps fighting when everyone else stops, someone who sees what others cannot. The mindset comes before the mansion. The grind comes before the glory. The hunger comes before the honor. If you want the billionaire life, you must first think like a billionaire, act like a billionaire, and sacrifice like a billionaire. Imagine this. It's midnight. You stand on the balcony of your penthouse overlooking the skyline. The city sparkles beneath you. Fireworks explode in the distance. Your glass of champagne glows in the light. You realize every tear, every lonely night, every moment of pain was worth it. Because now you are living the life others only dream about. So I ask you, are you willing to pay the price? Are you willing to bleed for your empire? Are you willing to suffer now? So you never suffer again? Or will you stay the same? Scrolling, dreaming, wishing. Because let me tell you the truth. Every second you waste, someone else is building your empire. Every moment you delay, someone else is taking your throne. Don't wait, don't hesitate, don't beg. Take it, build it, own it, live it. Repeat after me. I will not quit, I will not break, I will not stop until I conquer my billionaire destiny. Because I was not born to be average. I was born to rise. I was born to conquer. I was born to live the billionaire life. It's not failure, it's not rejection, it's not losing money. The most painful sound in the world is silence. That silence when you're grinding alone at 3 a.m. That silence when nobody believes in you. That silence when your phone doesn't ring, when your friends are gone, when the world forgets your name. But let me tell you something. That silence is not emptiness. That silence is the sound of greatness being born. Because when the world is quiet, the lion learns to roar. There was once a young man who had nothing. No family support, no connections, no money. Every night while the city slept, he worked in silence, he ate scraps. He wore the same clothes. People mocked him. They said, "You're wasting your youth." Years later, he stood on the stage of his own empire, thousands cheering his name. And the same people who mocked him were now standing in line to beg for his help. Never underestimate the man who suffers in silence, because one day that silence becomes thunder. Picture this: your footsteps echo as you walk down the marble floors of your mansion. Every wall glows with golden light. Chandeliers shine like the stars above you. Your staff bows as you pass. Your chef is preparing a private dinner for your guests. A fleet of exotic cars waits outside. Doors open, engines purring, and you walk with power, because you know every inch of this empire was built by your hands. Every brick, every wall, every room, paid for in blood, sweat, and sleepless nights. This isn't just wealth. This is your kingdom. They rejected you, didn't they? You weren't the smartest. You weren't the strongest. You weren't the chosen one. And they thought you would break. But rejection is not the end. Rejection is the beginning. Every billionaire was rejected. Every champion was doubted. Every empire was mocked before it was respected. So don't cry when they doubt you. Smile, because every no you hear is fuel for your empire. A man once begged his boss for a raise. The boss laughed. He said, "You're nothing. You'll never be more than this." The man walked out of that office and never returned. He burned a bridge. He swore, "I will build something so big that one day he will have to bow to me." Years later, his company swallowed his boss's company whole, and the same man who laughed at him was now working for him. Never fear rejection. Let it fuel you. Imagine yourself walking through a private island, white sand beneath your feet, the ocean glowing under the sunset. Behind you, a villa worth $200 million built only for you. A yacht larger than hotels floats nearby. On deck, your friends, your family, your people, all celebrating your victory. And as the sun sets, you raise your glass and say, this is my reward. This is the price I paid for never giving up. There will come a day when you want to quit, when the weight on your shoulders feels too heavy, when the world feels too dark, when the pain feels endless. That moment is the breaking point. Most men quit here. Most men surrender here. Most men crawl back to mediocrity here. But the ones who fight through the breaking point, they don't just win. They don't just succeed. They transform into legends. A man once had only $1 left. No food, no home, no hope. He stood on a bridge, ready to end it all. But then he whispered to himself, "If this is my last dollar, I'll me bet it on myself." He started with nothing. $1, one dream, and he fought like hell every day, every night. Today, his net worth is billions. The bridge he once stood on is now named after him. Never give up at the breaking point, because sometimes that's where the miracle begins. Now picture this. You're sitting in the back of a Rolls Royce, leather so soft it feels like silk, stars glowing in the ceiling above you. A diamond-encrusted watch sparkles on your wrist. Outside the window, the world stares in awe as your convoy of cars passes. By inside, you smile, because you know you're not just rich. You're untouchable, unstoppable, unbreakable. Remember this. They can laugh, they can doubt, they can hate, but they can never stop the man who refuses to quit. Say it loud. Say it with fire. Say it like your soul depends on it. I will not quit. I will not break. I will not stop, because I was born to rise. I was born to conquer. I was born to live the billionaire lifestyle. People laugh at dreamers. They say, be realistic. They say dreams don't pay the bills. But let me tell you something. Every skyscraper you see, every luxury car you hear, every private jet flying above your head was once a dream in someone's mind. The billionaire lifestyle doesn't start with money. It starts with vision. It starts with that small fire inside your chest that whispers, I am meant for more. And those who protect that fire, those who never let the dream die, become the giants of this world. Yeah, there was a janitor once, mopping floors late at night. Everyone mocked him. They said, you'll always be nothing but a cleaner. But while he mopped those floors, his mind was building empires. While he cleaned the offices of millionaires there, studied how they thought, how they moved, how they lived. One day he left that mop behind and built a company bigger than the very offices he once cleaned. Today he owns skyscrapers, and the floors that he once mopped are now polished by people working for him. Never underestimate the man with a vision, because vision turns janitors into kings. Close your eyes. Imagine a skyscraper, the tallest in the city, a tower of glass glowing in the night sky, and at the very top, in the penthouse office, you stand. 360-degree view of the entire city beneath your feet. Helicopters waiting on your rooftop pad. Screens glowing with the numbers of your empire. And every light in the city is a reminder that you are not a man anymore. You are a force. Do you know why pain is powerful? Because pain sharpens you. Pain breaks the weak, but it builds the unstoppable. Every time you suffer, every time you cry, every time you feel the world crushing you, life is shaping you into a weapon. Remember this: diamonds are formed under pressure. Steel is forged in fire. Legends are born in pain. There was once a boxer who lost every fight. His face was broken, his ribs cracked, his pride destroyed. But every time he fell, he got back up. Every time he was beaten, he came back stronger. Years later, he became the champion of the world. And when they asked him, what made you great? Now he said, it wasn't the wins, it was the pain, because the pain taught me how to fight. So never curse your pain, thank it, because it is the sculptor of greatness. Now imagine this. You're standing in a private arena. Tens of thousands of people screaming your name. Cameras flashing, lights exploding, music shaking the ground. But this isn't just a stage, it's your kingdom. The same world that once ignored you now celebrates you. The same people who once doubted you now worship you because you didn't run from pain. You mastered it, and pain turned you into power. Dreams without action are hallucinations. You can't just wish for the billionaire lifestyle. You must fight for it. You must bleed for it. You must sacrifice for it. Do you want the mansion? Then you must work while others sleep. Do you want the jet? Then you must grind while others party. Do you want the lifestyle of kings? Then you must suffer like a warrior. Action is the currency of success, and only those who pay the price taste the reward. An architect once dreamed of building the tallest tower in the world, but nobody believed him. They laughed. They said, it's impossible. He worked day and night. He failed 100 times. He went bankrupt, but he never quit. Today, his tower stands as a wonder of the world, and the very people who laughed at him now take selfies in front of his creation. Action turns doubt into monuments. Action turns laughter into applause. Picture this. You're walking up the steps of your private jet. The sun is rising behind you. The engines roar with unstoppable power. Inside, everything is luxury. Leather seats, golden accents, a crew waiting to serve only you. You pour yourself a drink, sit back, and smile, because you know this is not luck, this is not chance, this is the result of action. Money buys freedom, luxury buys comfort, but legacy makes you immortal. When you die, your cars will rust, your mansions will crumble, but your legacy will live forever. Legacy is the reason the world remembers names like Rockefeller, Jobs, Musk. Legacy is the reason empires never die. So don't just chase wealth, chase impact, because one day the world will whisper your name and it will never fade. There was once an orphan boy, abandoned, forgotten, unwanted. He grew up hungry, he grew up broken, but he carried one dream. I will build a life so big that the world will never ignore me again. He worked, he fought, he built, and years later, he stood as one of the richest men alive. And every time he looked in the mirror, he whispered to that orphan child, we made it, the world will never forget us. Now picture this. Your statue stands in the center of a city. Your name carved into history. Children study your story in schools. Your empire still runs even after you're gone, because you didn't just build wealth. You built legacy, and legacy is forever. Listen, to me, your pain is your weapon. Your vision is your power. Your action is your sword. And your legacy is your crown. The billionaire lifestyle is not just about what you buy, it's about who you become. So rise up, fight, conquer. Because you were not born to be ordinary. You were born to be legendary. Do you know what silence means? It means nobody claps for you. It means nobody believes in you. It means nobody waits for you to succeed. And that silence, it either breaks you or it becomes your fuel. Remember this, the loudest victories are born in the quietest nights. The billionaire lifestyle is built not in the spotlight, but in the shadows where nobody sees you grinding. One day the silence will turn into thunder and the world will scream your name. Oh, there was once a waiter serving food to rich men in expensive restaurants. He would pour their wine, polish their glasses, bring their steaks. But deep down he said to himself, one day I won't be serving at this table, I'll be sitting. Added, he saved every dollar, he learned every lesson, he never complained. Today he owns the chain of restaurants where once he was just a servant, and when he walks in, every waiter whispers, that man used to be one of us. Now close your eyes. Imagine flying above an endless ocean, a turquoise paradise beneath you, and in the middle of that ocean, your own private island, golden beaches, crystal water, palm trees swaying in the wind, and at the center of that island, a mansion carved into nature itself. This is your escape, your kingdom, your empire, and the world knows nobody owns this but you. Let me tell you something about success. It comes with betrayal. People you trust will stab you. Friends will envy you. Family will doubt you. But remember this, loyalty is rare and betrayal is expensive. Every knife in your back pushes you forward into greatness. Do not fear betrayal. Wear it as armor, because the more they betray you, the more unstoppable you become. A man once tried to build his empire with his closest friends. They laughed at his ideas. They left him when money didn't come fast. He was broken, alone, empty, but he kept building. He kept fighting. And when he finally became a billionaire, those same friends came back smiling, asking for a seat at his table. Do you know what he told them? The table is full. Build your own. Never beg for company. Lions walk alone. Picture this. You're standing on the deck of a super yacht. Waves crashing below. The sunset painting the sky with gold. A helicopter lands on the yacht's helipad. Guests in designer suits and dresses laugh, clink glasses, celebrating under glowing chandeliers. The ocean belongs to you. The horizon bows before you. And the whole world whispers he owns the seas. The truth is, you won't always feel like grinding. You won't always feel powerful. You won't always feel hungry. But billionaires don't rely on feelings. They rely on systems. They rely on discipline. They rely on the code of consistency. Discipline is waking up at 5 a.m. when your body begs you to sleep. Discipline is working when everyone else is partying. Discipline is the bridge between vision and reality. There was once a young man who coded day and night. While others played games, he built systems. While others slept, he wrote lines of code. People mocked him. They said he was wasting his life on a computer. Years later, his software changed the world, and his net worth billions. Every sleepless night turned into luxury. Every line of code turned into gold. Now imagine this. You're cruising down the highway in a golden Lamborghini Aventador. The roar of the engine shakes the ground. The city lights blur as you speed past skyscrapers. People turn their heads. Phones rise to capture the moment. But you don't stop, you don't slow down, because you're not just driving a car. You're driving your destiny, and destiny is unstoppable. The biggest war you will ever fight is not against competitors, not against enemies, not against the world. The biggest war is within you. It's the battle against your laziness, against your excuses, against your fear. If you win the war within, nothing outside can ever defeat you. That is the billionaire mindset. That is the secret of kings. There was once a man who wanted to start a business, but every time he froze in fear. Fear of failure, fear of loss, fear of judgment. He spent years trapped in that prison of fear until one day he said, if I'm gonna die anyway, why not die chasing my dream? That day he started, that day he fought, that day he won. And the man who once lived in fear now lives in freedom. Look up, do you see that skyscraper? Now imagine, the top 50 floors belong to you. Inside, glass walls stretch across the skyline. Infinity pools glitter under the stars. Art worth millions hangs on the walls. And every room glows with a richness that screams, this is a palace in the sky. And every time you walk across that floor, you remember, I built this from nothing. Listen carefully. The silence is your teacher. The betrayal is your fuel. The discipline is your weapon. And the war within is your battlefield. If you win that war, there's no yacht too big, no jet too fast, no mansion too high, no dream too impossible. Because billionaires are not born. They are forged. Forged in pain, forged in fire, forged in silence. And one day, the whole world will bow to the empire you built. Look in the mirror. What do you see? Most people see a broken version of themselves. They see flaws. They see mistakes. They see failure. But you are not most people. When you look in the mirror, you don't just see a reflection. You see a billionaire in the making. You see a warrior scarred but unbroken. You see destiny staring back at you, waiting to be claimed. The mirror doesn't lie. It whispers, you were meant for greatness. A man wasted his life sleeping till noon. He laughed, he partied, he wasted years. One day his father died with empty pockets, leaving nothing but regret. That man woke up. He swore he would never let his children see poverty. He swore he would never sleep while the world was building. Today he owns hotels in every city, and every morning at 5 a.m. he rises, not because he has to, but because he remembers the pain that built him. Imagine sitting in a golden throne inside your penthouse palace. Behind you, flames of your struggles burn like art. On your head, a crown not made of diamonds, but forged from every failure, every betrayal, every scar. This crown of fire is not decoration. It is proof. Proof that you conquered what tried to destroy you. Proof that you earned your empire. This is the crown only kings wear, and it belongs to you. Here is the truth. Billionaires don't think like the world. The world says save money. Billionaires say multiply money. The world says be realistic. Billionaires say reality is created by vision. The world says take it easy. Billionaires say push until the world bends to your will. The code is simple. Take risks when others play safe. Invest when others hesitate. Dream when others sleep. And build when others only talk. This is the Billionaire Code. The EE code that rewrites destiny. A taxi driver once drove millionaires around the city. He listened to their conversations. He watched them enter tall glass towers. Every night he whispered to himself, one day they'll ride in my cars. One day I'll own the towers they enter. He saved. He hustled. He sacrificed. Today he owns a fleet of luxury cars. And when millionaires step inside, they look up and realize the man they once paid for a ride now owns the road itself. Now visualize this. Skyline at night, every building glowing, every tower alive, and every single skyscraper has your name written on it. An empire of glass, steel, and light. The world stares, whispers in awe. This is his empire. This is her kingdom. This is the state of you. The storm is coming. Life will break you. It will take everything. It will test every fiber of your soul. But storms don't come to destroy kings. They come to build them. A calm sea never made a skilled sailor. And an easy life never made a billionaire. So when the storm hits, don't run. Don't hide. Stand tall. Let the lightning strike you. Let the thunder shake you. Because when the storm passes, the world will see not a victim, but a ruler forged in chaos. A young fighter once lost every battle. He was bruised, bloodied, broken. One day he looked at his scars and realized these are not weaknesses. These are my armor. He fought again. This time, every scar was a shield. And when he finally won, he stood taller than any man alive. Your scars are not your shame. They are your strength. Picture this. A museum built in your honor. Marble floors, golden walls, statues of you carved in perfection. Generations of children walk inside, pointing at your name, your face, your empire, and their teachers whisper, this man, this woman was not born into greatness. They built it, they created it, they proved it was possible. That is legacy, that is eternity, that is you. Listen to me carefully. You have two choices, stay the same. Live in the shadows, watch the rich grow richer while you dream small, or rise, awaken the lion inside you. Claim the kingdom that was always yours. The jets, the yachts, the mansions, the skyscrapers. They are not fantasies. They are realities waiting for you to take them. Your silence is power. Your scars are weapons. Your failures are foundations. Your hunger is unstoppable. Stand tall, breathe deep, and shout to the universe. I wasn't born to be ordinary. I was born to be a king. I was born to be a queen. I was born to be a billionaire. Now go and take what's yours. The empire is waiting for you. Stop dreaming, start building. Your billionaire life is waiting. Go claim it now! If this fire touched your soul, hit that like button and subscribe now. Your billionaire journey starts here.